just misses.
There we go.
It's all
all there.
Nice.
What a waste of a riff.
Yes. Was that? None of that was recorded.
When did you hit record amongst that riff? 10 seconds ago.
Fuck.
I reckon we start whenever you hit record, that's just in the middle of chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Because that way, the fucking autistic loners that listen to this will feel like they've intruded on the conversation and they get over here.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's half the fun of listening to a podcast.
Oh,
We've been here hours.
It's-
I'd say you come closer.
I don't know if there's like a surprise podcast.
He will want to touch you at various points.
Absolutely.
I know, I like
love how we're all matching each other.
Yeah.
Body language straight away.
It's very cute. We should all switch at the same time.
Yeah.
No, you were fine.
Oh,
okay.
come on.
Sorry, lads.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Gorgeous stuff. Now, what are all these stains on your jeans, Mike?
Oh, I think toothpaste. I would guess it's toothpaste, but it could be anything. I've worn it. See, my last number of shows have been good, and I've been wearing these jeans. So now I get superstitious about stuff like that. So,
oh yeah,
I just don't take them off till I have a bad
jeans?
one.
The magic's in the jeans. It's not. So if there's like 5 good gigs in a row in a pair of jeans, you're like, there's 2 more wears in this and
These
2
are
more
good
rippers.
jeans.
Yeah,
I mean, this is really...
Until I have a bad one, and I'm like, you have forsaken me, jeans.
You're going in the wash to get the stink off you, and not the stink of sweat. The stink of failed
failure. You did not aid me tonight, Gene.
I used to, when I started, I wore the same fucking shirt outfit every single time. And then when me and Couch were together for the second time, I wore a shirt every day because we were sharing a car. I didn't wash it anytime. I would wear it for the 90 minutes I was on stage.
Was that not just because it was your school uniform at the time?
I shall not be harassed on being young by you two fucking whippersnappers, let me tell you.
I love this. I'm the exact
16 years. I'm a veteran though. You're all babies.
I'm the exact same age as Daniel Sloss. I want everyone to know that. We're both 34 years of age. And I get this as well with Finn, and it is, I have an infantilizing energy. I infantilize myself, so that makes me seem younger. When we had Finn here, Finn's 34 as well, and he's like...
But Finn's also from the 50s.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And also, whenever I'm with Finn, I'm like, you're 10 years older than I am.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, he does feel it, doesn't he?
It's because his beard is more impressive, and he's also normally we wouldn't become conservative until we're 40.
Yeah,
but Finn from the age of 28.
Finn's sort of like actually drifting left.
Yes, but not in persona.
No, not on screen. No. We should cut that out. Finn's drifting to the right, if anything.
Yeah, grifting to the right.
Grifting to the right. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
I took my father to see Finn versus History live, and he really loved it, but I did have to explain for him for 3 minutes in the car afterwards. I was like, the Nazi apologism is a bit.
Yes.
It's just an ongoing bit that he never
laugh.
winks during.
Yeah.
Finn never winks. I don't know if he actually can't wink, but something is going on where he just holds everything. And that's always his advice. Anytime he comes to see a work in progress or anything, and I'm like, oh, give me any notes you have. He's like, yeah, that was funny. They didn't laugh, but if you just hold it, they will.
They have
and I'm
to,
like,
yeah.
I don't have your balls, man.
He is such a one of the many things I admire about him is he's properly fearless, whereas I'm a big fucking wimp. I'll say horrific things, but if the audience knew that like they have the power to make me never do that bit again, the illusion's dead.
Oh, I'm the exact same. I'm fearless in the moment. I'll say anything, but then we get any pushback, I'll be like, Theo, take that down.
Well, this happened, and it was
right now.
It was interesting. We talked about the jeans thing because we got in a lot of trouble for saying Sydney Sweeney's not a eugenicist.
Oh,
I don't know if you've seen the news story.
I have. I didn't really get because I don't think I saw the full adverts.
Which is what I've been accused of, because we posted a clip about it, and I was like, I think everyone's lost their minds.
Yeah.
She's a hot lady doing a jeans ad.
Yeah,
she's not a eugenicist. But then people were like, you should see the full ad. And I still, to be fair to me, still haven't watched it.
And it's just her with like different sized skulls.
Like
she's like, which one of these belongs to the white man? I think you'll tell from instinct.
It's a TED talk about phrenology. That's so sick.
Oh, and by the way, Levi's is selling jeans.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and then we took down the clip, and then obviously I got more messages about the fact that I took down the clip.
Yeah, because that
and
makes
then
you a pussy.
Yeah.
You never win. Did you get any pushback? I was listening to the pod the other day.
Yeah.
Did you get any pushback for the Pedro Pascal hate?
We got a little bit of pushback on that, but
Because people were saying that I've seen was like it's a campaign by the right.
Yes,
because his sister is
Is trans.
and they're trying to delegitimize him through that. But there's just so much shit online now. I'm like,
right.
I don't.
But so they were saying that, and then someone wrote underneath the Sydney Sweeney thing. They were like, "This is these guys like that," saying that we had taken a turn towards the right.
Because we said she should have been in blackface in the ad.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do it, do it.
Yeah.
Right. It's the Edinburgh Arts Festival.
Right.
Commit to the bit.
Commit to the bit. This is what we said. So then anyway, everyone's calling us racist, me particularly for that comment, and me specifically. So I was just like, oh, and I was like hungover. Look at this. I was like, it's all over. And so, but then anyway, they were like. And then someone commented and they were like, yeah, no, they're following a lot of right-wing talking points now, the guys, after they went for Pedro Pascal as well. And I was like, and then I read this thing where they're like, there's a coordinated right-wing attack on Pedro Pascal.
Rowling.
And I'm like, no, there's not. I just saw him grab William Dafoe's wife's face like that. Yeah, and I was like, that's fucking...
You're in the pocket of Big
He's
Potter.
being a shite-hawk.
I think it's like the algorithm knows, like you're sort of like the ping pong game that they play. They're not the ping pong game, with the coin that they play on when it Plinko's down. Plinko.
Yeah.
It's like that. I feel like the algorithm gauges which side you're going to, because I've got a lot of left wing stuff in my algorithm, right? And then occasionally a racist meme will pop up,
yeah.
And I'm not stupid enough to like it, but I do send it to my 6 racist friends. And then the algorithm,
which is
like,
more. That's actually better engagement for
so
the
then,
algorithm.
Like the next 3 ones, like it's 2 more racist jokes, and then one that's just racism.
Yes.
And then at that point, you're like, well, I'm going to send the just racist one because like this is fucked up. This is on my algorithm, and then the algorithm's like, he fucking loves you. You love that. Joe Rogan taking a load from Pearson. You're like, I went down the wrong hole.
And then you're trying to cleanse it, like scrolling past,
some Islam stuff comes up, and you're like, this will clean it. I'll just watch this whole fucking video.
Just like a 20-minute Malala lecture, like, fuck's sakes. Will this do it? Is this enough? Fuck.
Am I an ally again?
It's up on YouTube and you're doing your Instagram story, just Malala happens to be in the background. You're like, having a nice day today, just a normal day for me.
It would be good if there was like some sort of spa just for your phone. You just take it into the episode. You're like, I made it racist again. Could you?
It's full of tits and racism. Can you please fix it?
Keep the tits.
Could you like Noam Chomsky content like 100 times and then just give
I'm
it
not
back?
going to do all that stuff. If
I don't have time.
Look, when James Acaster comes up the street, I do a sick in my mouth. So if you could just do it, that would be so good.
A dry cleaner for your algorithm is so funny. You're like, next day, does it? You can get it by the next day.
Yeah, they're like, here he goes all clean. You're like, good.
And the best ones pick it up from your house.
Oh, that's good gear.
God. Is that your do you have a titsy algorithm? I get some tits every so often, and I get a little bit stressed about it.
Is like 30% recipes that I'm never going to cook, but I'll save them anyway. Just that lie to myself.
I've done one TikTok recipe once I made focaccia, and I felt like the best man alive.
That was good stuff.
It was good focaccia.
I had some of that. That wasn't bad.
Yeah, when I got back from tour last year, I got into bread making for about a month, and they proved that I could do it. I was like, I could be a caveman. That's not proven. What's next?
Right.
The caveman, famous bread makers.
Yeah. Well, I would have been the first.
Yeah. You would have invented bread.
Yeah. I go back to be the first caveman to invent bread, and I forget my phone, and I'm like, well, I'm done now. This is...
I wanted to do a sketch, and I don't know if it's already been done, but I thought it'd be funny if somebody trying to do like a TikTok recipe, but you know that the TikTok recipes go way too fast. You're just like throwing shit around your kitchen.
All things just been bleeding into the pan. I've accidentally made blood sausage again.
So you're a big cooking man, a chef man.
No, not like I try. Well, I mean, you know, I try to cook. I enjoy cooking, but just it's always the thought of it and the fucking the prep and buying the right ingredients.
It's
Whereas
the buying the right ingredients.
Yeah.
Where they go like, cooking at home, it's so much cheaper and better for you. And
here's some
then,
stuff you can just do from the fridge. You're like, how many fucking spring onions do you think I own?
good
Right,
God,
just
what
off-
is star anise?
What do you do with fucking cinnamon? What do you mean it's a stick? What do you like with vanilla pods? I get it. You scrape it out, you get the fucking beans out. It's coffee, it's peas, whatever. Just when they give you like sticks, you're like, so we are just chucking shrapnel in this.
Am I
at
a
this point.
dog?
Yeah, yeah. Like right, we got sticks, right? We got fucking bay leaves. Those go in, but then they come out. The sticks go in, they come out. Where are the flavored fucking rocks? I don't say salt because that fucking joins in. Right? There's no salt rock dip that you take out the fucking ends.
Bay leaves are a conspiracy.
100%.
There's no way that's doing anything.
Nah.
What is a bay leaf?
It's just a fucking leaf, right?
Ju- like, is
Put
that
it in your bolognese
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you take it out
Yeah, pick
because
it out when
it's
it's all fucking
too
soggy.
flavoursome.
Nonsense. It's
Have you ever eaten one?
no. I think I also don't think I could name the smell. I think if you were to blindfold me and rub a bay leaf under my nose, I'd be like,
Thank you.
yeah.
no, it's my algorithm you're meant to be cleansing. My mind is doomed. My mind created the algorithm. I need you to.
Yeah, bay leaf, they're just this complete nonsense that you put them in at the start of like a curry, but also a bolognese.
Yeah.
But like anything, they seem to.
Here's a question for you. This is the constant debate between me and my wife, right? Which is like she.
Who you love?
With all my heart.
Good.
But she is a conspiracy. She believes in the conspiracy theorist of use by dates.
Right.
Right, and that's made up.
She's a company woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She believes that Sainsbury's is like, no, it goes out a day in 2 days. And
Right.
and 100 years ago, people would have died. if
She
they had
trusts the establishment.
No. Whereas the reason I get less sick than my wife
yeah.
is because I constantly eat out of date
You're a
food.
sniffer.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even sniff. I'm just like, they're just lying to me. And also, you can cook anything.
It depends
Right.
on the. Well, yeah, if you just cook the absolute fuck out of it.
Yeah. Look, as long as you're willing to sacrifice texture.
Yeah, it's
you
all
can eat
charcoal at
anything.
the end of the day.
Yeah. My father eats sausages raw and he's fine.
My mate, who's a chef, never failed to blow my mind. Whenever we would come round to my fucking house,
Yeah.
he'd be cooking bolognese. He
Yeah.
would just eat the raw mince, and sometimes he would eat raw chicken.
That's
and
a man.
And I'd be like, salmonella. He's like, nope. It's only specific like chickens that get the salmonella when there's a
Yeah.
fucking outbreak.
Sick.
The rest that you can eat raw chicken most of the time and it'll be fine.
Right.
So I'm not that hard. Like
No,
couldn't
you're not raw
that's
chicken.
one stage short of the Liver King for me. Like just raw chicken.
I inhaled so much cow shit as a child that my immune system's fantastic. As cow shit, so I swallowed so much cow shit.
I'm gonna need more.
Well, no, because you're working dairy farmer cows shitting on your head.
Backstory I didn't have.
Yeah. They grew up in a dairy farm, but you inhale so much shit and you're just constantly swallowing shit and eating mud and everything. And then and now my immune system is great. You know,
No, it's not.
it's not that good anymore because of all the drugs. But I made it. But there was a time it
You're
was good.
fucked all the time.
Well, that's psychosomatic. But that's because of what's going on.
Yeah, that's his Munchausen syndrome. That's
Yeah.
nothing to do with his actual body.
What's Munchausen syndrome? That's just you think you're sick all the time?
Yes, yeah. It was I only know about it because of Eminem's mum.
Eminem's mother,
Yeah.
which he didn't like that woman.
Did not.
He had no
then he
time
wrote
for-
the
That he's sorry, Mama.
Yeah. And then there
He
was a
didn't
song.
mean to hurt her.
Yeah. So he did apologise. But I
Right.
don't know if she died before then.
Yeah.
Which is the best time to apologise. I'll apologise to all my enemies once they're dead.
Once they're dead.
Yeah.
It's handy.
Yeah.
Saying sorry to a gravestone.
Yeah. It's easier to be the
Bro.
bigger man when they are stoned.
6 feet that way.
Yeah.
There's a man named Teddy Neville from Cork. He's a friend of Roger O'Sullivan's family. But
Just sound insane.
but he
Just
anyway.
sound insane.
But he died. But Roger O'Sullivan's father said after Teddy Neville died that if you sit by the river long enough, you'll see your enemies floating by.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Huh?
Just
wait.
And some
Just
fucker
wait it
will-
out by a river.
Yeah.
And you'll see the corpse of.
Have you ever actually done that? Have you ever celebrated anyone's death?
No, I think I'm a bit young to have celebrated anyone's
Well,
death.
they can be celebrities.
Oh.
My wife called me and Ryan Cullen pathetic when we popped a bottle of champagne for the Queen's death.
Ah!
I did, people.
Look, we didn't do it out in the street, but we did go.
My agent at the time got very worried about the things I was tweeting. You remember when she went into hospital? I tweeted, "This is like Christmas Eve."
Tomorrow we'll find her in a box.
There's no way she was in that box. Can we talk about that when everybody queued up?
Yeah.
There's no way that was her.
Where was
You
she?
were just angry because you're Irish and it wasn't an open casket. You're like, this is bullshit.
I want to
This is
see the
good.
woman.
Yeah.
For the love of God.
Where did you think she was?
Like Argentina, maybe?
Oh,
She marries Hitler.
yeah.
Just her and Hitler on the beach like the end of Shawshank. They're cousins, no?
Get busy living or get busy dying. Oh, fucking
I would have
nice.
loved her. She's a good German woman.
Yeah.
Sure, they're all German, are they, the English, in a way?
Yeah.
They are kind of all of that
Yeah.
ethnic background.
Oh, I thought you meant they're all Nazis. That's what I was on.
No, certainly ideologically they are, but I think even in a genetic makeup, they all kind of hail from the same little rotten pool, don't they?
Yes, well, I've been playing a game on the internet which isn't going to refute the racism allegations against me, but it's called Ethno-Guesser.
Come on, stop that now.
Just the geoguessing guy who could see a picture
Right.
of one lamppost and be like, oh, that's in Rio de Janeiro and 34 Wood Street. You know, it's impressive if you see the hue of someone's skin and you're like, black man.
You still click on a
Chinese.
map.
I just love this game.
You play that game walking around anywhere. Chinese, Filipino.
It's my show.
Indian!
Win.
I just start screaming, Indian! Indian! Another one! Another one!
It's not a live action
Muslim!
game.
That's not ethnicity, that's religion,
not a live
Vittorio.
action-
Jew, that is.
That
one's both.
That one's both.
Yeah, that would be a fun Fringe show.
Yeah.
I'll guess everyone's ethnicity and then we leave.
To prove that racism
That
is
is
alive
what-
and well.
It was one of the funniest stuff in Versus the internet. An early one that you did was that sketch of Finn being a geoguesser, and every time he sees a glory hole, he's like, yeah, Budapest, and it's like correct, and then like the Eiffel Tower will come
like,
up,
no
pass. But every dirty glory hole, he knows exactly
And
where it
then one
is.
of the last glory hole has Krishnan Guru Murthy's face in it. The Channel 4 newsreader just...
He's a big comedy fan.
He follows me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Facebook.
he's still on Twitter, but he followed me, and that was one of the weirdest early follows for me of somebody of like, whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Boy George early on in my career follow me, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Oh
Stay
man,
away from radiators, probably.
yeah, he's a good man.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
good Irish man.
Is he?
He's an Irishman, yeah. But George, well, like his parents are Irish, yeah. So
He's
you
got that
can,
Gallagher Irishness.
huh?
He's got the Gallagher.
You got the Gallagher Irishness, yeah. But we haven't embraced him as much as we've embraced the Gallaghers now.
No, it's
But,
probably all the. He's sort of like the third
homophobia.
Gallagher brother. You know,
Yeah.
the one who's recently been charged with rape.
Oh, I was about to say accused.
I think charged.
Charged.
I think charged.
He was
officially,
charged.
Yeah.
Nasty time to do it during their big tour.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
But
what he did.
you're famously anti-rape.
Yeah, I think it'd be like you're famously a snitch. And they have a word roast. Finn Taylor called me the human rape whistle. Which made me laugh.
Oh, that's pretty
Which
fucking
made me
good, I
laugh.
think.
Yeah. I have a recent famous follower. I was like, how the fuck did this transpire? Was Jacinda Ardern.
Who?
The ex-Prime Minister of New Zealand.
The famously uber progressive.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know if she just saw like one clip from X and was like, oh, this guy's not a sexist.
She definitely just watched the Brand documentary.
Yeah.
How many followers did like arrived and then left?
Yeah. I mean, there was a bit where they're like, this is going to be the greatest ally in the entire world. And then they saw me calling my wife Toots regular and they were like, it's the false second coming.
Yeah, and like it'd be so funny if that doc had come out like just before, like just as a tour went on sale, and then you had like some nightmare gigs.
We had to do the opposite. So when it came out, right, the amount of people that were like, oh, you know, you just did it for the money, you just did it for the fucking fame. First of all, you don't get paid for documentaries, you fucking retard. Right? What a fucking dumb thing. Do you think all the animals in Animal Planet are just flush with cash? You fucking idiot.
Cemented geckos out there.
It's the dumbest thing in the world to think you get paid for a fucking documentary. Right? Also, I didn't do it to be a good person. I didn't think I was going to be the only one fucking doing it. That was a fucking
crazy.
surprise.
I heard this. You thought other people had spoken to it?
Man,
You're like, Catherine Ryan's gotta be there. She's gotta be there.
I recommended people to get in contact with her. Like, we'll fucking reach out. My wife was like, don't do it. And I'm like, God, everyone on the circuit knows this story. I'm not going to be the only one. And that was the worst I told you so I've ever had in my fucking life.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know, Daniel was on the Russell Brand documentary about Russell Brand's rise to fame. What was it about?
Yeah, it was his rise.
Making up getting to the Greek, was it?
Yeah. P. Diddy. And Jonah Hill.
All of them. They're all getting to the Greek cast.
The Holy Trinity. The gaslighter, the predator, and the trafficker.
Wow. That movie.
Not stood the test of time.
Good God, they all
goodness.
went onto Mount Rushmore of just fucking nasty little men, didn't they?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So once the documentary came out, and then all the fucking stuff started happening, I was like, the number one accusation you get is like, you're doing this for attention and you're doing this to profit. So we were like, we have to go the opposite way. Like, so we stopped doing the podcast so we can get any Patreon money, and I cancelled a bunch of tour dates because I didn't want those to sell out because of it. And then ironically now I'm doing a show about it, so I am. They were right. Now that I've had time to stew and think about it,
It's funny. It's a funny thing to have happened. They should have told. Did you find out when it went out that you were the only one?
We was like me and
You had a
Gareth.
viewing party?
Me, yeah. Like, not like a viewing party, but I was out with Gareth Waugh and his wife and my wife in Stornoway. And his son is our godson. So I'm like, hey, the documentary comes out tonight. We finally get to see a bad man get gone. Let's get a bottle of whiskey. Let's smoke a fucking spliff.
I was
This'll
like bizarrely excited for that documentary, and then it was unbelievably grim.
Yeah. What did you think?
I thought it was going to be loads of them.
Yeah.
Do you remember when it was supposed to be loads of them? I don't know if you had the inside scoop that it absolutely wasn't going to be loads of them, but everyone was like, it's going to be all the pervs in comedy are all going to get got in this documentary, because they hadn't said who it was about before it came out.
There were 3 names that came up regularly the day before, and look, people were right about the other 2. There's just no documentary.
I'm trying
yet.
to figure out if I can say 2. There was 2.
There were 2. One of them, sure.
In the mix.
And then,
it's like Fabrizio Romano, like announcing transfers.
Yeah.
Just rapists in the comedy industry.
Yeah.
Was one of them a star of...
You didn't even change both of the words.
I think I covered us legally.
I would just blur out the.
I think that'll be okay.
Yeah, we'll be all right.
And then the other one was Noel Fielding, who I'd not heard anything about.
No, that was sort of, I mean,
that was when they came up regularly, and I was like, ow. And then
I think he had a young missus at one point. He was like 30 and he was going out with Peaches Geldof, who was 16, I think.
Well, it was like when the other names were coming in, I was like, I've not heard the rumours of that one. I'm like, fuck, people have stopped telling me stuff now because I'm a snitch.
You're wearing a fucking wire. You're like Pussy Bombancero in The Sopranos.
People have started feeding you false information.
Just to see when it comes out, just to find out who the snitch is.
We're about to kill him. He's like, I'm feeding him misinformation, Tone.
You're a double agent.
Yeah.
Man, that's awful, because I've been saying some horrible stuff about Daniel Lee Davis. I just believe everything I'm told.
Can I ask a
Wait,
question?
so you're in Stornoway? Sorry,
So we're in Stornoway. We got a bottle of
rock.
whiskey. We have a fucking joint, and we sit down to watch it. And I'm excited because Batman's about to get got. This is exciting.
Yes.
You very rarely see this happen.
Badman, boo.
And then there's 2 panels that come up one after the other, and one of them says, we asked people from the comedy circuit over the past 2 decades to come forward if they had anything to, any insight into Russell Brand's behaviour over the past 2 decades. And then the next screen came up and went, and only one person agreed to appear on camera. And my wife was like, fuck! And I was like, it might not be me, it might not be my... Oh, it's fucking me.
Of course.
Maybe I got cut. Maybe I was bad during the interview. Maybe I didn't give them enough. Because I didn't go and accuse them of anything. My whole point was, I've heard the rumours for 15 fucking years, which means everyone's heard the fucking rumours, and I'm in no position to prevent progression of his career. But there was definitely people who knew the fucking story and who were covering for him and were turning a fucking blind eye.
Agents and producers and commissioners
so my
and
thing
all
was
of
like,
these people.
these rumours have been around for fucking ever. Whether they're true or not, which I believe they are, is for the fucking police to get to the bottom of. But this is a tumor of a much bigger
Especially
problem.
when you like, once you've done like one or maybe two Edinburgh Fringes, you go, oh, everybody just gets drunk together and everybody's in the same gossip mills and all these agents and commissioners and producers, they're just all messy bitches.
Yes.
So it's not like they're living in some ivory tower and we're all drinking during the Fringe. Everybody's having the same gossipy conversations about all of this. Everyone's in the loop. So when all of them are like, I can't.
I can't believe it. It's like, I'm pretty sure you intimidated comedians into silence on his behalf.
Yeah.
you knew.
Big time.
Good God Almighty! Tell me this now, and this is good interviewing by me. What's Conan O'Brien like? What's Conan like, Daniel? Is he as funny as he seems on TV?
Yes.
Is he?
Yeah, he's also just like the nicest man in the world.
It
I'm the
seems
biggest
so
Conan
sad.
fan
I'm
ever.
getting into
him.
his podcast.
Like,
it's just so
It's
great.
so funny. Have you heard the Kevin Nealon one where Kevin Nealon just doesn't allow himself to be interviewed at any point for an hour? And it just makes Conan lose his mind. It's one of the best. I listen to it when I'm sad.
That's great.
Yeah, man. He's like, I've always thought he was like the funnier. I think most comedians think that Conan's the funniest of the late night hosts.
Yes, because there's a lack of the sort of, because the problem with some of those late night hosts occasionally is like with their monologues, it all just gets a bit sincere and righteous and a bit like.
I think that's a more recent thing in the
yeah.
the Kimmel's
But even
crying
the sincere,
a lot.
I mean, like they just take themselves a bit seriously. Whereas Conan is just like so happy to be the idiot in the room and just be like, I'm going to do the stupidest thing because it's the funniest thing to do.
And he gave comedians such free reign to do whatever they wanted on the show. There's some really good like Rory Scovel and John Doerr bits.
Yes, where they'd go out together and do stand-up.
Yeah, one of the bits is like Conan's like, we've accidentally booked two comedians on the same day. This doesn't happen. Somebody will be fired for it, but the comedians have graciously agreed to share their time. And John Doerr and Rory Scovel come out and just do stand-up for 5 minutes talking over each other. We're now fucking daily. There's no other. There's no one else who's willing to put like the reputation of their show completely to the side to be like, boys, just go there and be.
It's fun.
Be silly. It's so
funny.
good.
Yeah, he well, I think because Conan well, he didn't come from stand-up, but he wrote for SNL and obviously The Simpsons and everything, and so he has that absurdist sensibility, but then he's not a comedy snob either. Like he just whatever funny goes. Whereas I think, and I used to like Kimmel a bit, but like Kimmel and Corden started like doing this thing where they'd be like, oh, let's cry on during our monologues for a while. I don't know if you ever saw Corden would start just going, and there's been another school shooting and sorry. And it's like, we know you don't have a soul.
We also know
Shut up.
You rehearsed this word for word. You can't cry and be visibly reading off a teleprompter. That's crazy.
You're a trained actor. And do you ever see sometimes when he was doing carpool karaoke, he'd try to pretend to know the words to Nicki Minaj. Do you know what I mean? And he just go,
only one word he joined in with. It was very weird. Just every so often.
He'd hit that one hard, brother.
It's the only time he'd make eye contact with her.
Yeah.
He was pointing. He kept pointing.
And he'd stop the car up the handbrake.
Locks the doors and points at her. It was ridiculous. I thought that was bad. I can't believe it.
Hyper sprayed her and just screamed it.
Phone the police.
Yeah.
I don't know how she got in the car.
Officer, help. Please, I feel very under threat.
Oh, fuck.
Of course I'll turn the cameras off, officer. Do what you need to do.
There's a full like late night like camera crew there. Yeah. Let everybody get your cameras off. And the police officer also turns off his body cam.
It's just the weirdest end to carpool karaoke.
The audio's still running?
Yeah. And the studio audience who's watching us.
Did you ever see the James Corden Reddit Ask Me Anything?
No.
Oh, man, I'll show you after this. Pause the fucking podcast. Just type in James
Don't
Corden.
you fucking dare pause the podcast.
You don't tell our listeners what I fucking do. Having their attention is
If
rare.
they stop
okay?
listening for a second, they'll realize it's bullshit.
Yeah. God, how true that is of all stand-up.
You've got to keep them in flow. And these people are taking a very quick break from their trough where they eat just brown hula hoops out of a trough like this.
Not even the brown packet, just brown hula hoops.
Brown hula hoops and blue
As if they
Powerade.
go off like bananas.
And then they drink blue Powerade out of a bucket like this.
Just walking around the supermarket picking up bags of hula hoops being like, oh, these aren't ripe. Guy Humphries once fucking killed me. We were stoned out of our box in Sainsbury's once, and we were picking up coconuts, and he just kept picking them up and shaking them. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I'm fizzing them up for the next guy. Fucking coconuts. Just to go off some guy going on.
Yeah. Oh, fuck! Humphries! You've done it again! Just at the sky screaming, Humphries!
Like Shawshank Redemption after the poop.
Yeah.
But it's all coconut milk coming down.
Oh, that's great, Keir.
Because you and Humphries on the road for how many years now?
We've been touring together since I was 18. So
18, you were like a small, teeny tiny boy when you started doing stand up.
I started when I was 16. Did one gig, then mainly.
Is this like Edinburgh stand, like Red Raw? Was that your first?
When I was 17. No, I did. I did a fucking comedy course when I was 16.
Boo.
Exactly.
Who was running that? Russell Brand?
Yeah, he diddled me. I'm not his type. Jay Sudoku.
That's
apparently still doing a show like the Free Fringe and stuff, so he's clearly still going, which does make me feel better, the fact that he's like, didn't you just do a class and then be like, I have to retire because I'm crap. My mum signed me up to it. I did it. It was useless. Like,
move the mic stand out of the way stuff.
Yeah. And nobody can teach you how to write jokes, I don't think. I think writing with other comedians can help when you're like shooting the shit, but somebody can't tell you how to fucking craft or whatever. And if you go into it like that, if that autism has to be explained to you and it's not inherent,
it's like jazz. Like, do you ever see the quote of Louis Armstrong when somebody asks him, like, what is like swing? Like, what is that rhythm? And he's like, if you have to ask, you'll never know.
Yeah.
And it's like that. It is that. Just listen and watch shitloads of comedy and you'll like figure out your way of doing it.
If he said that to me, I'd be like, just tell me! Just tell me!
I'm paying you to learn.
Enough with the riddles!
Yeah. This isn't a Buddhist retreat. I don't have to stumble across the answer my fucking set. Just give me the meaning of life.
What's so funny is he probably said that to like a class of jazz students at Juilliard, and he was just unbelievably hungover.
He's like, if I can't do, if I have to explain to you, you'll never know. Now turn to page 35.
And they're like, this $30,000 a year.
Yeah, that is sheer laziness now, isn't it? That's a man who, if there was work in the bed, he'd sleep on the floor.
Yeah, also, I can't fucking stand jazz.
You can't?
Nah.
No.
It's the improv of music.
You wouldn't like to see this doing crowd work then?
Yeah.
That's
It
fucking
is the
jazz,
improv
brother.
music.
Because
they're in.
Yeah. What are you doing? Why are you improv? Go away and write a song.
So you don't respect what he does?
Some of it.
Do you do jazz?
His crowd work.
I
That's
don't
jazz,
do
baby.
jazz.
He's up
I
there.
don't do improv. I do an improvised stand-up show.
You do crowd work.
Yeah.
That's not improv.
You don't think that's jazz, what he's doing?
I listed in the crowd work show. I listed in the jazz section of the Fringe website.
You fucking cunt.
He's a cunt. He's a horrible man. He's a rotten little
I'm
man.
not a good bit of fun.
I saw the protesters outside your show, and it took me about 2 minutes to be like,
They're legitimate. Shut up, Daniel.
Do you know what? They've gotten so bad.
They've gotten so bad.
Yesterday they were just smiling from ear. They were beaming.
Because it's a sort of rotating cast of protesters. And
also very good cover for if you do actually get any actual protesters.
They were getting pictures with the people.
Yeah.
Great.
The other day I was like, lads, this isn't what I'm
you're
paying you through
You're
my
not famous.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
But also, you're fucking giving the game away here. You should be angry at them for going in.
I was walking past her today, and one of the guys, she's running around beaming, and then he's protesting, and then a woman walked by, and he was like, "Love your shoes."
Hey, Vittorio.
Love your shoes. It's like, this guy is
crazy.
furious.
I've never spoken to them or met them. The protesters, they're sort of like booked through an extras agency, but I keep having to send notes of like, apparently somebody asked why they were protesting, and one of them mentioned the Sugar Babes, and I have absolutely no idea how they managed to crowbar that in
Great.
to why I'm being protested. There's a sign that says terrorism isn't a joke.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, the sugar babes.
Famous terrorists.
Yeah, Angelone is taking the sugar babes hostage.
That would be, you need a big sort of, it's a large hostage situation.
I don't think I can name. How many sugar babes are there?
It's how many
there's
sugar babes
three
have there
originals.
been.
Oh.
There's 3 originals.
I think
but
we're up to like 19.
the black one, the Chinese one, the white one.
Okay.
Were the 3 originals? Do you remember?
Somebody's been playing ethno guesser.
But no, she might not be in China, but there was an Asian, the black girl, and the red-haired one. Remember?
No, I don't
Oh,
think
stop pretending you don't know what I mean.
I don't. There's so many. Yeah, show me some sugar babes.
Show the original cast. Show the original cast. Because I know I've nailed this.
Line up.
Whatever. Could be cast.
Cast sounds racial again.
Oh yeah, it does.
I'm not
Which is
saying
good,
it.
What
yeah.
cast? Where would they live in
Yeah,
India?
you sound like an Indian racist. Yeah.
Which is a.
Am I on the money?
Yo,
you fucking bet
yeah.
I'm on the money.
Fair enough. That is true.
So
Fair
actually,
that is a black and Asian.
I didn't,
Yeah.
I didn't realize the sugar babes
I
looked like
nailed that.
the front of a university perspective.
Yeah. No, they were. That's what big part of their appeal. They're multicultural. They were fun.
But there's been loads of members. How many members? 19 of all time?
yeah.
19.
Yeah, it's like they've more members than I have protesters.
Fucking
Yeah.
hell. They could be like a purely sugar babes version of the Traitors.
They can do an international rugby match with subs.
Imagine the Sugar Babes versus the All Blacks. That'd be so fun. Just
Well,
getting
they're all
off.
black, that's the problem. Only one of them is.
Well, I was going to say to you, so when you come off tour now, you do big, extensive
Yes.
tours of like, and you, I don't know if you pioneered this, but like, you're certainly the first person I was aware of that was going to like
Absolute
Bratislava
shitholes.
and Tallinn. And,
Yeah.
No, but see, this is
Ungodly places.
These are good.
Sloss is touring behind the Iron Curtain.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We've done like fucking Serbia. I've done Russia, man.
Yeah.
I did Moscow back
Really?
in the day. Yeah, before the most recent war.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I'd love to see, like, in just January 2022, you and Putin just kind of, like, you would, Daniel just gave Putin a very great piece of advice, something to do with the Sloss.
Yeah, guys, I finally turned him against rape. Finally, he admits it's wrong. He's still going to poison a bunch of people.
Yeah.
And they're off to the gulag. He's reduced assaults in the gulag by 90%.
But what was it? Was that like a very deliberate decision by you at some point? You were like, I want to go everywhere.
My agent was like, you should do a European tour. And I was like, go fuck yourself. I don't want to go to places where English is their second fucking language. They don't understand comedy. Like asking people to understand irony and sarcasm and fucking wordplay in their second language.
Yeah, they have to know what it means and also what it doesn't mean.
Yeah, and the nuance of it. And like, man, fucking none of us know the genders of things in Spanish in this country. The idea of learning a second language to the point where you understand it that much is unfathomable to fucking Brits and Americans.
Yeah.
And then she was like, are you sure? I'm like, there's nothing you can say to convince me to go on this fucking tour. And then 2 days later, I got a phone call from an anonymous number, and it was Eddie Izzard.
Right.
Being like, hey, I've heard that you don't want to do a European tour. As somebody that's done it, a fair bit of it, I think it's fucking superb and you got to do it. And I'm like,
Okay.
I can't tell Eddie Izzard to fuck off. Like,
you can't.
Yeah.
She knows who she's
Especially not
talking
these
about.
days, you can't tell any of those are the fuck off.
Not like you could back in the day.
No.
You
So
have Pedro Pascal touching you up after.
and then like the first European tour, we were playing to in some places like 30 or 40 people, but like that's always.
But I always think, like, when I did my first little tiny European tour, there was like, I think at one of the gigs there was like 40 people in Rome, and I was like, that's mad.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So you give them the show being like, I can't believe there's fucking 40 people in fucking Riga that want to come and see me live. And then they are so excited that you're there. They cannot believe that you went there, that the gigs are amazing. And then the year, go back the next year, it's double the crowd. You go back the year after that, it's double the crowd.
exponential.
And then it just keeps going. And I'm really glad that we did it fucking early because now everyone's fucking doing it.
Yeah, because I was in.
You're still going to some places no count else is going to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying to do like this tour. I won South Africa, which there's a comedy festival in Cape Town, so I guess that's been done before. But South America, I've got finally got contacts with like Mexico and Argentina and stuff like that. I'm like, that'll be
Yeah, I
Fucking
was in
awesome.
Tallinn at one point
Mike,
in
Mike
Estonia.
has done
I've
like
done a lot of these.
every fucking, because he used to live in Victor Petrashkin's back pocket.
Yes, so I was a Romanian comedian who's great, Victor Petrashkin, but I used to tour around with him and he just goes absolutely everywhere.
He doesn't have an address. That scares me so much.
And he's just on the road all the time.
He's Romanian.
Yeah. Well,
Oh, surprise, surprise. The first traveling comic was Romanian.
but like he's kind of like a kind of a comedy holy man in a way, because he goes to all these different scenes and he's encouraging everyone to build their scenes, and he does shows there, and he's great, but he has no fixed abode. And
He's sort of like a missionary.
Yeah,
like he
a
goes
little
around,
bit.
yeah.
And I believe he would like to die on the road. Like my father wants to die in the farmyard. That's his only ambition left.
Just choking on cow shit.
Yeah. Just
Die as you lived.
Yeah. But he does. That's what he wants to do. He just wants to collapse.
You know the way Jimi
in a pile of
Hendrix,
shite.
they like his hair had like 2 liters of red wine, like suffused in it when he died. He like overdosed. That's going to be Mike's dad with caution.
Yeah.
2 liters of caution.
Wait, was he drinking so much red wine that it was going up through his brain and into his roots?
No. I think he was like just
That makes more sense.
covered in red wine.
Yeah. Okay, that makes.
I think that was that
When you
song.
drink red wine, it goes to your head. I understand how the human body works. White wine goes to your liver. Red wine goes to your head.
To your hair.
Well, that was the thing. That song "Red Red Wine" was about Jimmy. Red Wine. That was about Jimi Hendrix's death, I believe. That was what that was written about.
UB40?
Yeah, that's why I read an article.
PB34.
about that.
27.
Yeah,
Was he one of those? No,
27
maybe
Clubs
34,
Hendrix. Hendy.
Is
He
he
was.
27?
Yeah, oh, big time.
He's in that.
Big time, brother.
There's part of me that was a bit gutted when I woke up on my 28th birthday.
Yeah. It's like,
You could have.
Yeah.
You done enough.
That would have been nice.
If I died at 27, it just would have been like sad.
Yeah.
There's nothing cool about that.
and you would have got out a hero without having been a snitch. You live to be a snitch, brother.
He had to die here and live long enough to see himself become a snitch.
Oh fuck! But yeah, when I was in Tallinn, I was just there. I was there doing some gigs because I've done gigs all over Europe as well. And then there was people. They're like, you know,
No.
they're like, do you know Daniel Sloss? I don't know what this is, and I'm like, yeah, I do. They're like, we love Daniel Sloss. He's like,
the borrowers?
and then he's like, Daniel Sloss was here last week, and he was talking about his family and his children. It was very funny. And I was like, John, shut the fuck up about Daniel Sloss. The man's a snitch. I said,
You
that man has no
You can't
loyalty.
trust him with your secrets.
You can't trust him with
You
what
can't
you
even trust him with other people's secrets. we call him Sloss cheese because he's like Swiss cheese. Nothing stays in.
And that's how you get a Netflix special.
Yeah.
Sloss cheese.
Yeah. And you can also make sure that you never get any further Netflix specials by bitching about Netflix ever since.
What's your beef with Netflix, brother?
Oh, nothing. I had 2 specials come out. It was great. Changed my career. I owe so much to them. And then I was like, here's a 3rd special, X. And they were like, cool. You've got 2 out already. We'll bring this out in like 3 years. And I was like, it really has to come out now.
Yeah.
And then we're like, well, we don't think it does. So then I sold it to HBO, and they were like, well, that's not what we meant.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
I'm surprised because those specials kicked off on Netflix, didn't they?
Yeah. I mean, especially Jigsaw went fucking
Jigsaw
insane.
people weren't you? Getting people,
You're
you were
causing
ruining.
divorces.
You
Saving-
ruined homes. There's
saving.
children orphaned. It was one of the worst sociological disasters
My
in the
cousin and
history
his
of.
now wife went to see that show and are like decided to like, yeah, we're in.
But that's the other side of Jigsaw, which is like if you're in a good relationship, it reaffirms everything.
Absolutely,
But
yeah.
like those stats aren't. There's 2 kids in the world that are named after me because of the show.
Because they stayed together because they
And
were
then they got
like,
married and had a kid, and they were like, we
Yeah.
named our firstborn Daniel. But like that's not.
they named the first one Snitch.
This is our daughter, Loose Lips Wilson. No, not because of her vagina.
This is our son Sloss cheese.
Yeah,
so the 2 special
I've
now.
also the one thing that never fucking gets old is the amount of people that will genuinely bring me their divorce papers, in which my name is cited as one of the reasons for divorce in it,
Unbelievable.
and they're like, with a smile on their face, can you autograph this for me? I had a girl in Leeds. I was just driving out. She knocked on the window, She was like, can I get an autograph? I was like, 100%. She brought over divorce papers and she was like 20 years old. And I was like, oh, well, I feel like I did you a favor. If you got married at 17, I did you a favor getting divorced. She was like, no, these are my parents' divorce papers.
Wow.
Like for 5 years they were together. Well, no, they were along that, but the last 5 years they fucking hated each other. They were staying together for us.
Yeah.
And me and my brother showed them Jigsaw. And like the next week they decided to sort of thank you for saving our family.
That's so crazy. We ruin first dates. There's a girl, Freya McGee, very funny comedian, who's doing a show at the Fringe, and we get mentioned because she messaged me one time about it, and it was funny because she goes like, I was just on a first date and the guy would not shut up about guide to parenting, so we didn't go on a second date.
Yeah,
I was like, we're ruining first dates from afar. That's
it's not a red
unbelievable.
flag, but it is an ick.
Yeah. A big time ick.
Yeah. It's not like they're talking about Rogan for
Rogan's
the
a
first
red
year.
flag.
Like, that's a red flag.
Yeah.
This is
Trigonometry, red flag.
Red flag.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Guide to
they'd hate to be a
parenting.
red flag as well.
Yeah.
Guide to parenting is just you're on a date. You just think, oh, gross.
Grow up.
Oh, fuck off.
You know,
know.
eugenicists.
Yeah. So tell me this now, Sloss. Do you find, because you've been successful for a long time,
Yes.
right? And you've bought your house, you have a family and everything, and you're financially stable and all that. Do you find it like, is there ever points you found it hard to motivate yourself to keep like making great stuff and, you know, like,
Yeah, well, my last two tour shows were shit. Everything I've done since X has been pretty fucking subpar, and it's absolutely because like I lost the sort of motivation and the
Hard to get up early when you're sleeping in silk pajamas.
yeah. Well, people often be like, because all your dreams come true, and you're performing all over the world, and then like on the Extra, I was just so fucking tired and exhausted, and it was a hard show to do, and we were touring fucking constantly, and then you hate yourself because you're walking into sold out rooms in places that you'd never think you'd be able to sell out. And like that's the dream, and then you go out there and you resent the audience for making you fucking be there.
Yes,
right.
Yeah,
but and that you're like, you fucking whiny man.
Just
like
a room full of Lithuanians. Like, what did we do?
Yeah. And they're so excited. And you're like, I fucking hate
you are
Snitch.
You would be in a gulag where you're from.
But it's safer now because of the conversation you had with Putin.
We have to put in let's write the gulag.
Yeah. So they just got rid of the soap. That's how they.
Thank you, Mr. Snitch.
I lost motivation for like two years. Like I felt that I'd become fucking predictable, and I was like, I'm just going to go back to prove that I can just do straight stand up. And then I did straight stand up for 2 tours, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not as good as that as I am at storytelling. I'll go back to storytelling. But as I was saying to you when we were in Ivy Gardens, the one thing I love doing to the pair of you both is neither of you can take a fucking compliment, and it makes you both deeply uncomfortable, and I enjoy that a lot.
Yeah.
The imposter syndrome and the feeling of like all of the success that I've got will be taken away tomorrow if I take my foot off the pedal for 1 fucking second. That never leaves.
Right.
That never leaves. You can list all my fucking credentials. You can list my fucking financial security. Every night I go to bed being like, this is gone tomorrow.
Do you think that's a particularly like stand-up thing? Because it does feel like you have to prove it all the fucking time.
Maybe.
With
and also
new stuff. Because a band can do the hits.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think comedians, Gabriel Iglesias is one of the most successful comedians in the entire world. And like one of his every 2 tours is just him being like, here's the best of shit.
Yeah.
People will listen. I mean, look, how many of you listened to your favorite comedy special?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
And I watch comedy movies again and again.
Over and over again.
Yeah.
You absolutely can see the same show over.
I can't.
But none
I've
of our
seen
fans.
Nanette thousands of times.
I did.
Sometimes I look over at him.
ideas.
Sometimes in between podcasts, because I look over him and he'll just be watching it on his phone again. Not even with sound, just to see her movements. Just to see.
She takes about 3 steps. The whole show.
But it's the subtlety and the timing. So the way she does it. The tilt of her head.
It's a nice suit jacket.
Yeah. That's very interesting, because I was just thinking that because you started so young, and I think you did.
We should look back at this comedy course that you did. So we sort of just move the mic stand out of the way, sort of like get you up in front of a friendly audience type thing.
Yeah.
But to have done it, but you did 10 Fringe shows in a row then, did you? Or something like that, like you did like, and by the time you were late 20s, you'd gotten everything. Like, essentially.
Yeah, like it did. Going from like 2 Netflix specials to then the HBO special, I was like, that feels really fucking cool to have both those like fucking scout badges on your fucking sleeve.
Before you were 30.
Before I was 30. You know?
Crazy.
Yeah. But again,
God, I have to get 2 Netflix specials and a HBO special in the next 10 months.
Yeah. Just play them off against each other. Do it like Conan did with Rory and John Doerr. Like I've accidentally signed 3 deals with 3 Amazon Primes in there, releasing on the same day. Don't tell anyone. But like the problem with like the air quotes meteoric fucking rise is if your career is constantly...
What's mad about that? Meteors go down.
Yeah, right? Yeah, well, it depends where you are.
Well, yes, if you're on the moon, they're going up.
Yeah. Right. They are always coming down. Yeah, meteoric rise is...
It's a horrible phrase.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. It's also the other one that does my night in when people are like, 2 planes were in a near miss today. And you're like, well, no, they missed.
Yeah.
It was a near hit. If it's a near miss, they're all dead.
9/11 was a near miss. 2 near misses, actually.
Unlucky day.
Fuck. But what you were saying,
Yeah, if your career is constantly on the up,
yes,
plateauing feels like you are free falling into oblivion.
Yeah.
Like if you're so used to, especially like nowadays with your Instagram followers, your social media followers going up, like maybe it goes up 10K one week and then the next week's 5K, still fucking growth, but you're like, last week was fucking dog shit.
It's over for me. It's over for me.
Yeah, this is the fucking pits. Whereas like I hope now that I've been doing it so long, I'm kind of understanding like the Tom Stade thing, which is because he just doesn't give a shit and hasn't given a shit for so long, that it is just up and down. It's peaks and troughs. Yeah. And the sooner you sort of surrender yourself to that and accept that we're all very lucky to get to go on stage and say cunt and slurs. Maybe sometimes you do it to less people, maybe sometimes you do it to more.
What was your first, 16 first gig?
16 first gig.
Was that, but that was a stand-up course. But your mum bought you
of course. My mum also bought me a fake ID, with the worst fake ID I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, was literally a picture of my face and like in crayon, I am 19 right beside it. Like, I don't know, but it was to get me into so many of the pubs and fucking bars to perform in. But the stand were very cool from the get-go. And yeah, they let me on, and then I was good. I was good straight away. Yeah. Like I was much better than like early on, and that sort of helped the fucking rise.
What do you think that was? Were you like that drama gig, or were you just
watched
watching
stand-up since I was 5 years old. Yeah. Like the first time my dad showed me Bill Hicks, I was 6, and I didn't understand anything, but I knew a man was on stage saying "fucking cunt," and I was like, "That's a job. That's a fucking. You're kidding me. He gets paid money for that, and that's all he does. Fucking yes, sign me up.
God, that's a cool dad.
Yeah.
That's a cool dad.
Man, I love the Fringe so much. My dad, from like me being the age of fucking 9, he works in Edinburgh. During the Fringe, he would drive me in, drop me off at the Royal Mile with a tenner, and we'll like just go watch the street performers for a bit, get one of the magazines, pick 3 comedians that you want to go see tonight, and then that's what we'll do. So I would just fucking watch the street performers. So I've been going to the Fringe since, and I loved comedy so early, just like, the autistic brain being like, somebody's going on stage and talking in patterns. Yeah. And my dad, would fucking love if you are able to guess what the punchline is, but even when you're trying to do that, then having that subverted and not getting the punchline is even more exciting. So yeah, just watched it so much. And
that's incredible that your dad, so obviously you're very close to your parents. Yeah. The fact that your dad was doing that, your mom signed you up to do it.
My mum was also the one that emailed Frankie Boyle being like, my son wants to be a stand-up comedian. Can you please, and he needs to do a work experience for his school. Will you be his work experience for 2 weeks? And Frankie was like, yeah.
What did you do with Frankie for 2 weeks?
He brought me to so when I was 16, the school...
Is this why you're a snitch?
yeah, Frankie taught me right. During the Fringe, he would bring me in, he would let me see his show every day so I could see like how it changed and how he was adapting and changing his jokes and changing the order. And then when he was bored of me, he would fucking send me to like Andrew Maxwell's Full Mooners when I, met fucking Craig Campbell and Clemwell and Andrew Maxwell, comedians who I knew anyway from watching the circuit. And then he introduced me to all the people at the stand where I met Stade and that. And then that was sort of my in with everything. So, that's how I managed to get my first Red Raw spots. And then he let me sort of write jokes for him for Mock the Week when I was 17, which gave me huge credentials for like my first Fringe show. And I was like, hey, I used to
Written from Ugly
I've
Week,
written
yeah.
from Ugly Week.
As a 17-year-old, to get that quick, that good, or get that quick, that good, that's the wrong way to say that.
Yeah.
To get that good, that quick, get that quick, that good. He was so fast. But like, was there a sense of like, did you know it's just like, wow, I'm a prodigy. I'm except like, or this is easy.
Well, yeah, there was a thing of like, I'm a prodigy, but I'm a prodigy in Scotland. Like, so fucking there's a very firm glass ceiling.
Yeah.
I never expected it to go beyond that. For me,
Timeline wise, where are you in terms of, because Bridges also started when he was like 17.
yeah, so Bridges got McIntyre's Roadshow when he was about 2021, and that's what made Bridges.
Yeah.
And Kevin is infinitely more famous than me, but by some, not even in the States and everything. Bridges,
He's not bigger than you in the States.
Yes, he absolutely is.
Is he?
Now, yeah,
He's about to do his first American
He's about to do his
tour.
first North American tour, but like the extra shows he's had, I play the same venues as him, but I've never added extra shows in the places that he's adding extra shows. So he's...
Oh, I didn't know. I always thought you were bigger in the States.
Maybe for the past 10 years, but only because he didn't go over. So on a technicality, I was bigger than him in the States.
Right.
Sloss is bigger in Estonia.
Yeah.
Fact.
Because they'd never understand his stupid fucking accent. That's the reason why I translate so well, is because I have like this fucking Caithness accent, which is just very slow and boring. And foreigners whenever I talk really slowly in other countries, it's like there's subtitles beneath, which is why I take Kai on tour, just to fuck with them.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Just watching Bulgarians being like, what fucking language?
Is he trying to speak Bulgarian?
Yeah, what drug is this cunt on?
Cocaine.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah, or all of them. Most of the time.
But so when you were like 17 and you were hanging out with all these, like, it's a funny thing, isn't it, comedy? Because then your friends are all
older.
You're just friends with 30-year-olds, and you know what I mean? So then you're just exposed to
their cocks.
Their penises in your mouth again and again and again until they reach climax, and
and that's how you get McIntyre's Roadshow.
And then you're a star, baby.
So you did your first TV. Was McIntyre your first TV thing?
No, Paul O'Grady when I was 17.
Oh, no, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
What did he do to you?
Nothing. I tell you what he fucking did. He enjoyed the set so much. It was pre-Watershed, so they changed a bunch of my jokes and they made them worse because they were like, you can't say this disgusting thing, so here's an alternative disgusting thing, and it was actually 1,000 times worse. And I was like, cool guys.
Fine, yeah.
But Paul O'Grady afterwards was like, that was great, you were awesome. And then 2 months later I get a call from my agent being like, you ever consider doing panto? Because like Paul O'Grady's big in the panto scene and he really liked your stuff, and he think it'd be good if you were on, panto, and you can do the Wimbledon panto. You've been offered the part, and the other cast members are Pamela Anderson, David Hasselhoff, Paul O'Grady, and Brian Blessed. And I was like, fucking hell. She's like, it's 10 grand. And I'm like, well, that's the most money I've ever heard.
Or whatever.
Yeah, the most money I've ever heard.
When you were 17?
When I was 17. And I was like, I'll absolutely do it. That's amazing. But here's a big, I've done musical theatre when I was in my teens because my mum and dad wanted me in the house. I cannot sing and I cannot dance. I was always given leads because I was confident, but like I was made to rap everything, because I'm so tone deaf. And like they were like, don't even dance, we'll just...
You were in Hamilton before Hamilton?
So
do
I was
you
like...
hear the people sing the songs of Angry Men?
Yeah. But man, during Jesus Christ Superstar, right? There's so many long notes.
You'd be like, Jesus Christ.
Superstar. Who are you? Who do you think you are?
N-word.
Just chucking it in.
And then she was like, look, I'll reiterate that to them. They're very keen to have you on board. And then literally 2 days into rehearsal, they took me aside and they were like, hey, not to insult you or anything, but you can't sing or dance. And I was like, yeah, man, that was written on the package when it came in. And they were like, cool, we'll give you half the money.
To fuck off.
You never show your face in Wimbledon ever again.
So I didn't get to meet any of the fucking stars.
So you didn't get to meet Pamela or the Huff?
Nah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Or Brian Blessed. God, I really wanted to
Have you met any of them since?
No.
Pam's having a big comeback right now, brother.
Yeah, is she actually with Liam Neeson?
They're certainly fucking selling that line.
I'm for it.
Big time.
I'm for
Which
it.
means we were talking about this on a recent episode. I'm 3 degrees of separation away from Pamela Anderson because my great uncle baptized Liam Neeson.
Oh.
So I reckon I could get in with her.
Yeah.
Via that. If I go, do you know that guy you're saying? She's like, do you know when he was a baby? My uncle shot him with water and stuff.
He cured him of all of his sin. My wife had to point out to me the other day because I was like, I'm really happy for Liam Neeson. She's like, well, you're happy for just because he's going out with Pamela Anderson. She's hot. I'm like, well, no, because Liam Neeson's, his wife died. And she was like, no, she didn't. That's Love Actually. I was like,
his wife did die.
The bitch!
She's dead.
The bitch!
In a skiing accident.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She crashed into Schumacher.
And then fucking once a candle fanny went past, Gwyneth Paltrow ski jumped over the top of them and sued them both.
No, she is. So she is dead as a door now.
Oh yeah, I'm okay. That's the only time you're allowed to.
And I think Pamela Anderson, did somebody she
She's
died
alive.
or something? No, but her ex romantic interest.
Tommy Lee has a massive cock, so that's not really relevant. But did you see that porno back in the day?
Yeah.
Pam on the boat.
Yeah.
Tommy Lee, and then there's one where he's like in the car, and he's the biggest dick. This lad, Motley Crue, they're a big kind of like fucking throw the TVs out of the hotel room band back in the day, and he's driving, and then he's just whipping his rock hard cock out, and I'm like someone's gonna die. And then fucking the bowel Pam then is fucking going down that, and he's like slapping her in the face with his cock and stuff. And so
I can't imagine anything more stressful than getting head while driving.
It can't be good. That can't be. I mean, I'm in the middle of learning how to drive, so I wouldn't be able to hack that at all.
Maybe with a Tesla, maybe with like a self-driving car, sure, but
yeah. No, I had a lady beside me once before, and she said, "Oh, do you want me to give you a head?" And you're driving, and I was like, "No, like we're barely staying alive as it is. We are hanging on by a thread as is."
Do you think I'm going to be able to read a stop sign while I'm going, no teeth, no teeth, no teeth, no teeth?
You and what we on over there, by the way?
We're on about an hour. We'll
okay.
switch to the Patreon. We'll have a little break and then switch over.
Yeah.
Then sign up to the Patreon, and all three of us, much like we were matching our legs here being crossed, we're all going to say the N-word at the same time.
At the same time, in perfect pitch.
Yeah.
We're going to teach Dan how to sing at the break. You know Vito's singing in the show. You know Vito does some singing at the end of the show. He's a good singer too.
You should come on the show. It's good fun.
And he does a little key change at one point just to...
You were furious about the key change.
The key change
after
is...
the show, he was like, you don't need to do the key change. You don't need to do the key change.
It's such showing off, the key change. Oh my God. It's like, actually, I'm talented musically.
Why did you learn how to sing, or was it just like an...
I was a professional musician.
I knew you played instruments.
But I did sing in amongst that as well. I was second study classical singer at the music college I went to.
Fucking hell.
So I can sing.
Yeah.
But I haven't sung in ages, and it's quite exciting to sing again. I feel like I'm getting better again.
Yeah, because it was you, Lloyd Griffith, and Jason Manford could all start like a little band.
Is Manford a little...
singer? I could see him
He
singing
has,
opera.
he has like albums.
Yeah,
he loves
yeah.
Night at the Musicals type stuff. He loves musical theatre.
Yeah, he's got a belting voice.
He's
really surprised they could sing it. Yeah.
Wow, home and stuff.
Nice.
Any other music like non-musical comedians that can sing?
I was going to say Craig Hill, but he does so much music anyway. But Craig Hill never ceases to amaze me with and he'll make up songs, like in perfect pitch while he's insulting two bald ladies in a coffee shop. I
love Craig Hill. He is a fucking beautiful human being.
The best show that Craig Hill could do, right, isn't him in a fucking theatre with people in the audience. It's him on the top deck of a bus with a microphone, and the bus just drives through in Edinburgh, and he just insults everyone that's walking past. Because I've been on tour with him so many times overseas and stuff, and like he doesn't allow you to get bored even when you want to be. Yeah. Like we were flying to Australia and we landed in fucking Singapore, and I'm hungover because I drink all of the free booze on a flight because it's free. And so I'm just hungover in Singapore, which is a beautiful airport, and he's like, let's play a game. And I'm like, okay, sure. I think these cunt's going to bring up I Spy or whatever. He's like, I'll say a letter and you tell me, or you show me what you think that letter dances like. I. He's like, we'll go easy. We'll go I. So we'll be on the Traveller, and I'll be like, And I'll be like, all right, X. And he's like, love it. Just doing star jumps widely. Man, he's the most fun.
He's a great fella, Craig Hill.
You know, he's gay.
Fuck off.
Snitching again.
Snitching again. What the hell?
It's in my blood.
Everyone. Lads, join us on the Patreon.
Patreon.com/parenting. We're both
follow
on
Daniel.
tour soon. All that stuff. Come
Yeah.
see us on tour.
If you don't follow Daniel Sloss, follow Daniel Sloss. He's the fucking man. And one of the best stand-ups in the world, I would say. Yeah.
Top 50%. We'll go for that. We'll go for the upper
He's
half.
making the cut.
Yeah. I'm playing Saturday. We might get into Sunday.
Beautiful. Bye. Thank you for listening.
Bye. Nice.